Live on Stream It Sports and PSD Channel 10. It's Poudre School District High School Basketball. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil, your local fuel company. By University of Colorado Health, we improve lives from healthcare to health. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase and Randy McCoy.
Welcome to high school basketball. Tonight, live from Rocky Mountain High School in Fort Collins, Colorado, the Rocky Mountain Lobos take on the visiting Smoky Hill Buffaloes. In non-conference before Christmas action, thank you for joining us tonight. This is David Haase, along with producer and co-anchor tonight, Randy McCoy, and cameraman Sean Corbetts. We're coming to you a little bit late. For those of you who have driven I-25 in the metro area, you know why we're late. Traffic problems caused the Buffaloes to get up here a little late. But we are going to get the game underway here in about 5.5 minutes. And Randy, this is two teams, coming in. Smoky Hill's 2-4. Rocky Mountain's 3-4. So you get a little step before your Christmas break. You want to have that win, don't you?
Well, you do. And as we were looking, Smoky Hill plays in the conference, the premier conference in the state. And if you start looking there in the conference with Overland and Valor and Cherry Creek and
Mr. Duron Davis down there, there's some good teams there. And
so they're probably a very strong 2-4 would be my. On the other hand, Rocky Mountain has an opportunity to be 500, which would be the first time we use those two terms together
2 years
in a couple of years.
Yep.
So
interesting to see, too, as the two teams, it's a tale of statistics and see how the games play out. Rocky Mountain has 7 young men that are averaging 6 points or better, and 5 of them who've scored in double figures so far in the season. Maybe a team that still trying to find their identity a little bit. They got some mix of young and old. They got a freshman, Urinowitz, who's contributing right away and one of their leading scorers. And then also, football players coming in like Tyler Highland and along with Green and also Hutchison. They got to add to the mix there. So they're kind of getting their chemistry going. On the other hand, we go down and look at Smoky Hill, and a young man by the name of Kenny Foster as a freshman, averaging over 20 points a game.
And he's 6'4". So this should be a real treat. We get to see a lot of good players within this, within our broadcast. It's the first time we've had Smoky Hill in any of our games. So we do want to welcome the Smoky Hill viewers. Smoky Hill Athletics did tweet out this link. So I would imagine there's a few on there that probably did not want to make the trip down to up to Fort Collins, down to Fort Collins, whatever, on a Friday night.
It's a drive. And we're welcoming all those dudes tuning in because we know it's a great way to keep up on your high school athletes, Poudre School District athletes. We get to watch them all here. We'd love to watch these Denver teams too, but the Channel 10 support we get, along with Stream It Sports and Phil Mildren's company, what a great addition this has been to our broadcast this year.
It has been. So anyway, we'll break here for a word from our sponsors. We'll be back with the tip-off. Smoky Hill, Rocky Mountain, after this.
Thanks to First Bank and Apple Pay, I can easily buy stuff using my phone. Thanks to my driverless car, I can't figure out how to change this song.
Apple Pay, now at First Bank.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Matt, and I am UC Health.
I've got 2 boys and I've got a girl, and I think they see me as someone who, fixes broken hearts mainly and gets people back out there. My daughter, who's 9 months, she'll understand someday that I try to help people, and I think they take pride in that.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
So we're back here and getting ready for the tip-off. About a minute before tip-off, wanted to mention our colleague, Marty Cesario, going to be doing some ESPN radio work on several bowl games. I want to tell you that so you can go out and look for Marty. Marty was a big part of our volleyball broadcast here at Stream of Sports, and he's going to be at the Holiday Bowl, the New Mexico Bowl, and the Idaho Potato Bowl on ESPN radio. So we're proud of Marty, and he's obviously
everywhere.
He's done a lot of ESPN work in the past, but we wanted to bring attention to that. We were happy to have him with us this year along with Sam Peters. And so this is Randy McCoy along with David Haase, and we're getting ready for our national anthem. They obviously didn't get our cue. There they go.
Live on Stream It Sports and PSD Channel 10, it's Poudre School District High School Basketball. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil, your local fuel company. By University of Colorado Health, we improve lives from healthcare to health. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase and Randy McCoy.
Welcome to high school basketball. Tonight, live from Rocky Mountain High School in Fort Collins, Colorado, the Rocky Mountain Lobos take on the visiting Smoky Hill Buffaloes. In non-conference before Christmas action, thank you for joining us tonight. This is David Haase, along with producer and co-anchor tonight, Randy McCoy, and cameraman Sean Corbetts. We're coming to you a little bit late. For those of you who have driven I-25 in the metro area, you know why we're late. Traffic problems caused the Buffaloes to get up here a little late, but we are going to get the game underway here in about 5.5 minutes. And Randy, this is 2 teams, coming in. Smoky Hill's 2.
That was actually the Rocky Spirit Band on tape, or CD, or whatever they're on now.
Whatever electronic version they got. But we're ready to play some basketball. We'll have our starting lineups coming up now. After the reading of the Code of Conduct for all CHASA athletes, CHASA-sponsored events.
And now, the starting lineups. For the Buffaloes, number 2, Kyle Cullen.
First out is Kyle Cullen for the Buffs. Number 2, Xavier Johnson, the sophomore guard for the Lobos. Number 4, Mo Milwaukee. Benji Williams out for the Lobos, number 4. Number 11, William Becker, the 6'7" sophomore. Justin Green, number 11 for the Lobos. Number 22, Kenny Foster, the freshman. We talked about his scoring ability earlier. Daxton Tawn, number 13 for the Lobos. Final starter out for the Buffaloes, number 25 is Isaiah Sanford, and then Tyler Highland, number 31, rounding it out for the Lobos. So got all 5 announced on both sides of the ball. Randy, it's time to play. Late or not, it's game time.
It is game time, and we're going to be right at 7 o'clock. We thought it would be that late, but we play 4 8-minute quarters here. Colorado basketball, high school style. Here's Mr. David Haase.
So jumping at center now, Becker and Williams. Officials in position. Score clock is ready. Here we go. Toss handled by Ton. Quickly over to Johnson. They got numbers here if they want him. Highland on the right side. Looks around. Gets underneath. Early man defense being shown by the Buffaloes. Law pass underneath though, a little short. Got to get that deep to make that play, don't you?
Yeah, well, and the other thing is Highland had a shot right off the bat, and he's just not there where he takes that.
Yeah, it's a little early in the season. That's the kind of shots we were talking before the game we'd like to see him take. He's got that kind of range. Nice kick out this time now. Highland does get the ball in the air. That was just off the heel. But yeah, that's the shot he's got to make. Down court pass, though, out of control. Ball's going to stay at this end.
It's such a hard lesson for high school students to learn that you're open even if somebody's a foot away from you, if they're not up, you know, literally in your face.
Not with you, exactly. Ball underneath the basket now. Foster left side. Be an interesting matchup. Highland on him just because of the length I would imagine for Foster. And Highland's that kind of athlete, but there's a quick foul on him. Lobos will play. I talked to Coach Taffel before the game, and he'll play. You know, all 8 kids he's got on the bench. They are missing Spencer Lovell tonight out of town on a family trip, and so that missing a big man like that won't help. Lob play coming in for Foster. Nice backdoor pick. Easy. So the freshman's got the first points of the game. Williams down underneath. Post move, little one-hand baby hook, doesn't go.
He wasn't sold on that shot, was he?
Yeah. Foster pulls up the 3, doesn't go.
I bet she's got a green light. Whoa, what a pass.
Yeah, that really was a great pass underneath. Becker couldn't hold it. That's a good left-handed shot down there. Xavier Johnson, you've had him before, Randy.
Yeah, he's
starting to show some of those moves we've seen even in the middle school. A little confidence for the sophomore there. Nice left-hander off the glass, protected his ball, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He is left-handed, but he's averaging about 8 points a game, which is really good for a sophomore.
Quickly checking into the game now, too, also for the Buffaloes, number 2. Colin Cox, not checking the game, but getting himself present there. He hadn't handled the ball in 4 trips. I'm like, okay, do they get it in the other guy's hands or not? Sanford out on Highland. Green, deep 3.
That's good. That's a good shot.
Yeah, that's for him. He's got that range too.
So pretty easy to see who the best player on the floor is right away, isn't it?
Yeah, Foster's a pretty good player. Baseline shot goes down for Sanford. 4-2 lead for the Buffaloes.
We've seen him rebound. We've seen him pass. We've seen him shoot.
Yeah, it carries himself a little bit older than a freshman, doesn't he?
Oh, you average 21 points a game in the Centennial League as a freshman. You're doing something. Nice
steal that way, taken away by Colin. Far in, though, comes back down, picked away back by Highland, tips it back to his teammate. Nice look underneath and a grab.
Well, he's got to go up with that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he started to go there, and actually just a kind of a lazy reach foul on Foster. He was the help defender, and that did show a little bit of youth there because it wasn't an aggressive, it was just a reach. So foul each for both teams now.
But Tom's got to go up with the shot on that and get the 2 free throws. Big as he is, he's standing right under the bucket.
Yep. Yeah, he's looking up at that Becker, a little bit bigger man. We'll see if that was he'll make that change or not. Lob pass in now taken by Green. Green out top over to Johnson. It's one of those things where you got a scorer on one end, you want to make him work on defense in the other, don't you?
Well, that's something you don't want to do right there is
a little miscommunication.
Error.
Yeah, Ton and Xavier Johnson trying to get around him to come out for that cross pass.
I think that's what Coach is telling Mr. Ton.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do is get the ball 2 feet under the basket to you.
Yeah.
Please go up with it.
Another freshman on the court now, this time for Rocky Mountain, Urinowitz. Number 12. Had a lot of solid minutes already for Coach. Oh, that's a great dribble drive. The penetration goes off the glass there. Nice bucket knocked down by Milwaukee. Johnson coast to coast, doesn't get to finish. Tipped away down though, and Milwaukee down court all by himself. Great hustle play and steal knocked away. Still controlled by Smoky Hill. Urinowitz a little too aggressive there, but you like to see the freshman playing that hard. That's okay. I think the Lobos learned though, you can't turn your back on Milwaukee. He's not a rebounder. He was out on the break right away, wasn't he?
He was, and they figure as much height as they have, they can rebound with 2 or 3.
Yep. Like I said, they're underneath with 6'7", 6'4", and 6'2", and they don't have 6'6" and a 6'6" player not playing tonight. So when they get healthy, they will be a tall team. Back to our
nice
time.
Defense, great defense.
And that's what Highland was doing there, as you said. How do you tell the coach on that? Always have your hand extended, right?
So that's a good shot in rhythm there.
Urinowitz on a good offensive putback, and the end one, as you said, good chance to go for 3.
I look for this to be a competitive game. This is
well, it's 4 good looks the Lobos have had at 3-point. None of them fallen yet. But Urinowitz being, I think that's probably why he got back in the game so quickly. He is a ball magnet under the boards. That one doesn't go though, so just the 2.
The 3-point shot is all about.
Nobody back on Milwaukee again.
Is all about rhythm, shooting in rhythm.
Easy bucket, 8-4 now. 3:55 left in the first quarter. Buffalo's lead. Trap coming. Somebody's got to be open. Shot into the hands. Urinowitz trying to power it through. Ball loose on the floor.
You look at number 4 out there. He's always ready, and he's open again.
He's not even trying to go down anywhere inside the circle. He stays outside. Rocky's going to have to honor that. So timeout taken on the court after the foul call. Be 2 free throws coming back for the Buffaloes. We'll be right back.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Jill, and I am UC Health. Laughter clubs bring people together in ways that are unmatched. It helps you decrease stress. It helps you relax more. So at UC Health, they allow us to embrace the community, embrace our members, and do some really wonderful things.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
See the Rocky Mountain bench there talking about some strategy. 8-4 score. Want to thank our other sponsor, Rocky Mountain Fever Club Basketball. Here in Northern Colorado, premier club basketball team representing Northern Colorado. If your child is boy or girl, want to play club basketball, go to rmfever.com. Be tryouts after Christmas. Look on their website, and most all the some players on every 4 schools, on all 4 schools. High schools have all had people play on the Fever, so give Dorsey a call down there. 8-4 first quarter here, 3:32 left. Randy McCoy, David Haase.
Lobos have had 4 good looks from 3, but none of them fallen. A couple substitutions in the game now for Rocky Mountain. Joseph Elliott, sophomore, leading 3-point shooter actually so far for them. You've talked about them before.
Had a good game our last broadcast, 12 points.
Colin at the line, knocks down the first one. 3.5 left here to play in the first. And a 2-for-2 trip for Colin, so 10-4 now. Full court press coming now. Lobos have got to adjust to it set. No sense being in a hurry, plenty of time, 10 seconds there. You get a long down pass. When you got the big guy 6'7" way at the end, you can play those extended presses, can't you?
Yes, you can. Mind you of Fort Collins last couple of years. There's a sweet shot right there.
And that's why Elliott's got that stat. Knocks it down. That cuts the lead down in half to 7 now with 3 to play.
Reminds me a little bit of another left-hander that I know.
That's partial there, yeah. Step right into it. Well, it's the courage to take the shot. You know you can believe in it, and that time they just went. Shot up that time, rebound by Williams. Shot was taken by number 5. Checked into the game. I'm looking for that young man's. I don't have a number 5 on my roster. We will find that out. Schrader looking to check in now for the Lobos, too, at the next whistle. Rocky patiently running it. Get a good look that time. Highland sets his feet, drains it. We're all tied at 10. As you said, shooting it in rhythm.
That's the team Coach Taffel sees.
Yeah.
Envisions. That's what he dreams about at night, isn't it?
Well, 4 or 5 good passes cutting in, then the defense kind of sucks in. Foster the fadeaway. That's a good-looking shot.
Yeah, and that's going to be there all night. Unless somebody makes it hard on him or gets him in foul trouble.
You got to stay with him. It makes any space work. That was a sophomore and a senior moment there because the senior knew the ball was over there. The sophomore wasn't ready for the pass.
And believe you, we know about senior moments. So.
Yes, we do. Checking in the game now for the Lobos. Johnson back in along with Brian Hutchison. Uranowitz, Ton, Johnson, and Elliott on the floor. Pushing foul. I'd almost wonder if Lobos might be served to go to a zone because they're working so hard to let everything run through Foster, and he moves with the ball and without the ball pretty well, doesn't he?
Yeah, his court awareness is over the top for any age, especially for a freshman. I mean, he sees everything.
Pulls up, 3 short, rebounded by Uranus.
And he gets more muscles, man. That'll be money almost every time.
Yeah. Nice job by Johnson, stopping, seeing the penetration, kicks it down to Elliott. Rocky Mountain now with the 3 up ahead, 13-12 with a minute left here in the first quarter. Smoky Hill pushing the pace again, and Becker couldn't hold on to it. They've had more balls go out of bounds because they're not quite catching that final pass so far, haven't they?
Yeah, they're a little bit of a hurry.
Yep. Full court press again, kind of a trap in UCLA 2-2-1. Little pass that time, Hutchison to Elliott there. Even though it wasn't a long pass, Foster's anticipating and gambling, going for it. Shows you got to be crisp on everything, don't you?
Well, the biggest lesson for sophomores is you got to throw hard passes. You know those lazy passes that you could get by as a freshman and 8th grader don't work at the varsity level. So we got to be crisp and on target.
Nice spin moving in the middle that time by Ton. Fades away, doesn't use the glass.
Yeah.
Nice hustle by Uranowitz, so ties up Becker. Possession arrow stays with the Buffaloes. 31 seconds left here in the quarter.
Very entertaining first quarter.
Yeah, kids are flying around. Great effort so far.
Well, he went by him like he was standing.
Easy rocker step, and then nobody's picked up there, but the bunny missed it. Had the easy one, the great look underneath, and the ball gets away for number 33. Just did put it on the glass squarely.
Yeah, he probably just needs to go ahead and dunk that if probably can.
When they've got 3 kids not in the game, I think we've got probably some kids seeing their first varsity time.
Yeah, it could be.
Coach Harden's missing 3 of his 3 other players. When the jerseys are on the bench, but street clothes underneath them, you know they're players.
Yeah, Xavier had a
little push.
Little help from his friend, Mr. Elbow.
Lobos with a 1-point lead, 13-12. 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. 3-point attempt is up at the buzzer and an air ball. Foster really kind of rushed it there a little bit. So after 1 here at Rocky Mountain High School, the Lobos lead the Buffaloes 13-12.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Car Wash is around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So we're back here, beginning of the second quarter. Randy McCoy, David Haase here with you. Rocky Mountain High School on this final day of school of 2015. And great first quarter by both teams. Very entertaining basketball game. And we thought we'd have a really competitive game tonight. And Smoky Hill plays in that really, really tough Centennial League. Rocky Mountain plays in the Front Range League, and Rocky Mountain is much improved from the last 2 years. So that's one of the, I'll tell you what, that may be one of the best quarters of basketball we've seen Rocky Mountain play in,
very competitive,
3 years.
stuck to their guns, kept the threes when they were open, tipped, and made a few that all of a sudden tightened it up. Green, Johnson, Ton, Williams.
Oh, and he's got somebody open right behind him, too late.
Not used to playing on the baseline. Good cut pass that time to Ton. He makes it go off the glass. Johnson to Ton as he just did that cut off that top, that free throw line. Had the defender behind him, and it was just a nice little kiss off the glass. 15-12 Lobos.
That's what happens when you're patient and run your set, run your offense.
Foster baseline. Nice job by Williams coming across. Jordan, baseline of Sanford, doesn't go down. Rebound by Highland. Push the pace, hits Ton down. Got 1 on 3, but he's got the lane. Nobody came to stop him. Took it all in as a player should. Made the little runner.
Ton had a great game last broadcast we had, almost 20 points.
Baseline jumper, though, that time was up and good. First bucket in a couple of trips now. Milwaukee knocks it down. Highland left alone, sets for the 3. Good.
Tell you what, he gets his feet under him and takes his time. That's a weapon.
When you talked about too, his range is he's out there. Cullen forces the jumper in the middle, doesn't go. Nice job from behind. Ton got Sanford on his back, although Sanford went over the top of him, just got above him, but couldn't control the ball out and out of the Lobos. Substitution in the game now again for Buffaloes. Kyle, Becker, Milwaukee, Foster, and Sanford on the court. Jordan Newton back out there. Foster, just good hustle by Highland to beat him back down the court. Had to be a carry.
They call him a carry.
Yeah. Spun it around.
Something about this gym and that carrying the ball, isn't there?
We did a girls game like that. Yeah. Talked to a parent after the game. They said, "Why do you make that call?" And I go, what the athlete's got to learn, though, is if the officials are going to call it, you got to quit doing it.
Right.
I don't care if it's a reach foul, if it's whatever it is. Highland, nice skip pass down to Williams, back to Highland.
And it truly could be a deal where they don't call that much down in Denver.
Yeah, you got to play the way the official's going to do it. Once again, Ton, the little runner in the middle there.
6 quick points for him.
22-14, Lobos lead. Foster has to pull up, kick it out. Milwaukee, the long 3, got to put a man on him. Doesn't get the putback.
You got points for show, though, style.
Yeah.
There's a draw him out. See, he's got to go right back up with that, just like that.
A little pump fake away, and it's going to be a timeout taken by Coach Harden. 3 3-pointers here early in the second quarter by Tyler Highland. Puts the Buffaloes down by 11. The Lobos are leading. We'll be back after this message.
Once more, please.
Go away. Go away.
Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Picture.
Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
Faster. Go faster.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
So we're back here now. The Rocky Mountain Lobos coming out hot.
Yeah, missed their first 4 attempts with 3-point land, and now I think they've only missed 2 in the last 7. Tyler Hines had 3. Elliott has 1.
Elliott has 2, actually.
Has 2, you're right, yep.
Then Ton has come down with on the inside, and we've talked about if Rocky could be really tough by the end of the year. If they could win this game, they'll be 4-4. And
a great way to go in the break.
Yeah, and especially compared to the last few years.
Hang yourself a lid, and it's like Coach Taffel was saying. He goes, he's building, and he's happy the way his players are playing. They just need to keep progressing. So the 1-3-1 zone now. Foster from way out. Showing the range, and that one dropped easy. 3-pointer for the Smoky Hill freshman.
So they're back to man now.
Lobos being patient, moving it around. A little lob pass underneath. Nice look. Oh, great job by Becker. Comes across, though. Pins it to the board. 6'7" sophomore showing pretty good awareness there, didn't he?
Well, it's a great job of blocking without fouling.
Yeah.
Kept his body away from him.
Kick pass going to be out of bounds to the Buffaloes. 4:45 left here in the first half. 25-17, Lobos lead. Colin will put it in. Foster, Becker, Sanford, and Milwaukee on the floor. Travel called. Yeah, did a double pivot there. Coach Harden starts on the next moment. Coach, it's like, don't worry about that. Play D. Lobos need somebody back there to help out. Yeah, Johnson.
He picked up his dribble.
Yeah, he did. Stopped his dribble and then tried to throw a pass from the hip. Like I say, those sophomore moments, it's just till you go through those, you got to learn it. Becker, though, handled the ball for a 6'7" player, a sophomore, well away from the rim. Behind the back, shows a lot of athleticism. I'm sure if you're Coach Harden, you say just give it to the guard. Be a hand check on the floor. That was a pretty soft one.
Man, it was
just a touch.
It's a nice shot, though.
Yeah, spin away there, and
that was kind of old school, wasn't it? With
yeah, it
the
really
curl.
was. Yeah.
That looked like a young David Haase out there, probably.
Well, I was going to just say that puts
Earl Monroe.
Hard to tell the difference. Oh, nice job by Green jumping the play, coming to bounds, steals away from Foster. Can't get the handle though on the fast break. Though falls up, puts the ball in the air, doesn't get it fall. But I say more importantly for the Buffaloes, that puts Highland on the bench with 2 fouls.
Coach wanted a double dribble there. I can't blame him. It was more of a soccer play than a
it really was
basketball play.
3:50 left here in this half.
You can definitely tell the style difference for the Denver teams.
They're going to call that well after the young man hit the ground. I mean, I think there was a little bit of contact there. But you see officials will wait once in a while to see if they're going to get the three-point play so they can stylize it a little bit, and I don't blame them. But
or if they make it, sometimes they won't call it too. So
because that was well after. I mean, both kids' feet were back on the ground. And that's second foul on Williams, too, so Urinovic's going to have to come back in the game. That's 17 fouls so far in these half, and only 2 for the Buffaloes. So Lobos distinct disadvantage right now in the foul count. That's just a good-looking stroke that Foster has. You can tell why that point total is what it is.
Got a final score here. Poudre Girls 36, Chaparral 30.
It's a good win for Poudre Girls. They're going to be tough.
They got beat yesterday, though. It was kind of surprising. Got their first loss.
Yep.
Forget who it was to, but it was Power, maybe Grandview or somebody.
Wow. Dax Ton, just a nice running hook. Strong in the lane. Elevated up and laid over the top. That's 4 nice drives this half. Foster, though, the answer. Oh, my. 27-22 with 3.5 to play in the first half, and
that's cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Yes,
isn't it?
It is. That's an
homage to Stuart Scott.
And well done and well said. Milwaukee that time kind of got tangled up, and Xavier Johnson got to be the recipient of the retaliation foul because he got pushed in the shoulder. Then he extended his offhand and did push away. That's the third Lobo though with 2 fouls.
And that's twice he's done that. And
yeah, that's you just can't. As we talked about before, boy, you're just going right by. Now they're scared to fade, but you got to get a body on the easy putback. Foster goes in, and a timeout's going to be taken by Coach Taffel, and he's after his freshman Urinovich. He goes, "You got to help out. You got to play both sides of the court, don't you?" And if you see that kind of an effort there by Foster, he's cut this lead down pretty much by himself. 27-24. Lobos are leading, but it's been all the Kenny Foster show here in the last 2 minutes.
Well, I think what I like about Foster is he plays hard.
Oh,
I mean, he got his own rebound. He got his own rebound there, folks. So that
both ends of the court.
He's not just out there jacking up threes. You see some shooters that just jacking up threes. And,
that's the limit of the game.
He drove the bucket, missed the shot, got his own rebound, and got the 2 points. That's very impressive by the young man, Kenny Foster. And again, he may not be a secret in Denver. He is up here because we haven't seen him yet, but he's not going to be one for long, is he?
No, not at all. Elliott getting pressured there. Gave up his dribble. Got to move away from that. Lobos trying to get back in their offensive set. I would keep working with Dax Tunn. He goes up this time, though, blocked by
Another
Becker.
block. He's got a good touch for blocks, you know.
Yeah, he does.
And that's a bad foul by Foster.
Foster there, too. Another reach foul. That's his second. Now that's the one thing you can do to score. If they can't do it from the bench, you try to find another way to get a foul on him.
Yeah, you got to go right at him.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's what you did in old school. I don't know if you still do that or not, but now, they go right to his zone to protect him.
Yep. Good call by Coach Harden over there for the Buffaloes.
But you don't have Highland in there, so really your only shooter.
Yeah, you got to have Green
Elliott.
and Elliott skip past that time. Goes in the. Now Foster goes up, puts a lot of body on him.
Wow.
And that call down at the other end had a lot less contact. So depends on your views.
Smoky Hill coach is probably.
He held his breath.
He gulping a little bit there.
Yeah. Elliott deep in the corner with the three.
Boy, what a quick release by
Nothing
Elliott.
but the silk. 30-24 with 2:20 left here in the half.
So
Lobos
happy
lead.
for that young man.
Well, and you talk about that. Everybody sees that with Klay Thompson or Steph Curry, but you catch the ball in a shooting position, you get rid of it. Becker goes in hard, doesn't get to fall, gets his own rebound.
They're playing hard, aren't they?
Well, he's about 5 inches taller than anybody in the court that Rocky Mountain's got right now, and he's taking advantage of it.
He's slicing and dicing right there.
Hutchinson takes the inbound pass, throws it there. It'll be a shuffle step on Ton away from the bucket. He knew it.
Again, for those of you who don't know, Ton transferred over here from Fossil Ridge. This is a school of choice state, so you can do that. And
yeah, it seems like everybody gets a couple
sometimes there's opportunity
like
other places, and different years there's just different opportunities. So a young man decided he was going to do that. And who knows why he did it? It may have had nothing to do with basketball. Might have moved or.
Foster goes in that time. He's going to get the benefit call there because he was out of position and off balance.
And you both know when you're the aggressor in basketball, you get the calls, and it makes coaches mad. But that's just, it was written in the
long ago.
The book of law.
That's
Mr.
right.
Naismith said, "We'll throw it in the peach basket, and if you're most aggressive, you'll get the fouls."
Let it be written. Let it be said. And at the line, he is just as deadly.
5 for 5, I believe.
At 9 fouls on the Lobos. One more puts the double bonus into effect. 30-28 with a minute 34 left here in the half. Deion Williams back in the game now, number 5 for Smoky Hill.
Yeah, and
that
your
gets
Coach
Foster
Harden
out
right there, that's a
spot.
good call, man. That's a good feeling in your gut, I can tell you as a coach.
Narrowed it back down, the lead down to just 2 with a minute and a half to leave. And Collins going to be called on the foul on Green in the backcourt. Guards are pretty aggressive here physically for Smoky Hill.
And I don't know how many points Foster had, but he's got at least
double
15
figures.
or 16.
Yeah, I'd say he's got most of that 28, maybe the 20, but not quite yet. Trap call at the top here. Now Lobos got to move the ball around. They got numbers.
One thing I don't like when I see Rocky, everybody goes right. Not a lot of left hand, like Ton right there. He had baseline if he'd have gone baseline.
Williams down the corner. 1 minute left here in the half. Hutchinson on the left side, guarded by Milwaukee. Green, easy three-pointer look. That one doesn't go in. Rebounded by Sanford. Justin Green goes back, playing like a defensive back he was in the fall for the Lobos. Picks it off, but doesn't get it down before the whistle out of bounds. Ball stays with the Buffaloes.
And Mr. Foster's going to come in here just for good measure.
Anthony got a chance to play 40 seconds left.
Yeah, they've not shown that they can stay in front of him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have many that will this year. He's going to go the other way.
That was third foul, though.
Yeah, waiting for him there. He just went to the bucket, and Rocky just had a player waiting there completely underneath there. And
boy, Coach Harden's going to kick himself for getting a little greedy there, wasn't he?
Well, and that's the freshman also got to learn that, where he's at too, and that's. Could say you got skills, but you can't replace experience, and he'll learn from that too. So 30 seconds left.
as a coach, it's those kind of decisions that keep you up at night and get some Rolaids, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think he'll wait till night. He'll probably have Rolaids in his pocket. Highland back also in the game now for the Lobos. Ton trying to find somebody to give it up so he can get back underneath. 6 seconds left. Lobos have got to get square to the bucket now. Green pulls up. Highland gets his feet set for three, and it goes.
Boy, what a shot.
Highland showing that range that we talked about. Randy took a step back, took the 22-footer and drains it. Halftime score, 33-28. The Lobos lead over the Buffaloes.
And that was the third three-pointer for Hyatt, fourth three-pointer for Hyatt. So he comes in leading scorer. What a half. And, you know, we talked about it in the pregame. He's the quarterback on the football team. The last time we saw him, you could tell he wasn't quite ready to pull the trigger. But tonight, you can tell he's been working on that.
The
Got a smooth shot.
Back.
Smooth shot. So he comes out on fire. And that's about as good a half of basketball as Rocky's played. I've seen them play in a long time.
Active up and down the court and playing the defense. A lot of fouls. We'll see how those play out as the second half comes back. So we will see you after the halftime performance by the Rocky Mountain Dance Squad. We'll enjoy that. Then we'll go back to our halftime. We'll see you in a little bit. Enjoy the Rocky Mountain Dance Squad.
Sean would do it, David.
Yeah, there's that great routine by those gals that we talk about all the time. The athletes aren't the only ones that put in a lot of practice. The cheer squads, the bands, everybody else. There's so much involved at these high schools here at Poudre School District.
So with our score, 33-28, we'll be back after these messages.
So head on out.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
I like easy. That's why I got this self-driving car. And why I signed up for the First Bank Anywhere account. It warns me if there's ever trouble. And with 24-hour customer support, I can get help right away. Sorry. No. No lock!
Easy should be easy. The new Anywhere account, only at First Bank.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
I'm Gina, and I am UC Health. I've had some difficult things to face throughout my career, and part of that was dealing with the cancer journey of both of my parents, and I was diagnosed with cancer myself. There's so much that I can bring to my patients because I do understand, and I think that that helps me to be a better cancer doctor.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
So we're back here. Rocky Mountain High School 33-28 at half. Rocky Mountain over Smoky Hill. And we're going to get to see
the roller coaster, the Rocky original. Got Mr. McCoy out front. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty self-explanatory how it ends. That's how you wrap it up. A senior tradition here at Rocky Mountain High School, and well done.
And the freshmen were invited to come and join them.
Invited to come down and join them.
Join the party.
I think
as they were sitting up against the wall
like freshmen
here.
do. But what a great first half. We're talking about how well both these teams played up and down the court. Certainly the young man, Kenny Foster, is probably more than we even expected. The range and the athleticism, but then showing a little bit of youth there at the end. We're getting kind of a silly offensive foul for his third foul of the half, and then that's the one way, you know, if you got an offense that really goes through one player, well, if he can't be on the court very long, that's going to be such a difference, although the Lobos got 4 players with 2 fouls each.
Well, and he gets other people involved, but you know, we've talked about this before. Gaudy numbers in the pre-conference season are not that big a deal most of the time, but I'd say this young man, he's the real deal. He's
moving around, like you said, that he gets everybody else
all-around
involved.
player. He plays defense.
Making everybody make them all look better.
Boy, by the time he's a senior, he will be something else. And he's coming right out with 3 fouls now, so if I'm Rocky Mountain,
find a way to go to him. And Highland's guarding him with his 2. Lobos in his zone D here. First shot's put up. Nice job by Ton with having Sanford on his back. Johnson, Highland, Williams, and Green along with Ton in the game now to start the second half. Lobos lead by 5. Cullen, Sanford, Milwaukee, Becker, and Foster on the floor for your Buffaloes. For those tuning in down there. Ball underneath, though, blocked from behind by Becker, but then nice job by Tone keeping his hands extended and put the ball right back up over the rim to get the 2.
Smoky Hill coming in with a record of 2-4. Rocky 3-4.
Man defense down after the made basket for the Lobos. And a moving screen's going to be called. It's a pretty good call. Colin came out and tried to get Foster free. He just slid his hip into Highland. Didn't have any of the foot planted. And first call on the half goes against the Buffaloes. Second one on Colin. Both teams are very high level here tonight. We'll see if fatigue starts to factor in. A little high on the pass that time, and Williams wasn't quite ready for it as he's coming off that low pick, was he?
No, he wasn't. A little incomplete pass there by the quarterback, Highland.
7-point lead for the Lobos now, 6:33 left here in the third quarter. You're listening to Stream It Sports and PSD TV Channel 10. Thanks for joining us. David Haase and Randy McCoy on the call tonight. Bounce pass inside, stolen over by Highland, pushing it down, tipped away. Green stutter step, goes the lane. Nice job kicking down low to Johnson. Lefty turns around, lifts over the top, doesn't go. Bounce got to Becker for the rebound. And there's that second foul. Tarn had 2 fouls. He couldn't go up and try to contest that shot by Milwaukee, who went strong to the hole.
But boy, he went up quick too, wasn't he? That jump was quick.
Highland 3-pointer up and good. So as he's starting the third quarter off just like that second quarter, confidence is such a thing for a shooter, isn't it?
Well, it is. You've always been able to tell with him his biggest problem was, wow.
And that was left-handed. Spin move into the lane. Foster knocks down the lefty as a fall away. Coach Harden wanted the and one. Xavier Johnson, the smart thing he did there is get the shot off because he had guys underneath, and then stolen in the inbound pass. That's why Tyler Highland leads the team in steals. He's already got probably 3 for the game. And he's going to go to the line. But just saying about Johnson, you talk about guard play. Make them take, you put the ball in the air, then he had guys underneath.
Well, and you know, he's of this generation now where that little floater is inside is a more accurate shot than a jump shot, than a mid-range jumper. And he can hit that better than he can a jump shot right now as a sophomore.
First one up by Highland is good.
Good body control by Johnson on that.
Yeah, no, it really was. That was just a smart play by the sophomore. Highland with the second one coming. Chance to put the Lobos up by 10. And he does. So now when you're the Lobos, you don't have to be aggressive on defense. Save that. Don't get that third foul in the third quarter. Keep yourself open, and you got a 10-point lead now. Just play your game.
And really, nobody else has shown themselves to be able to score consistently except.
And he did. He walked on it. Coach Hart, of course, doesn't agree right in front of him there, but he got the little handoff in the screen by Colin. He just did a double shuffle of his foot to get going. Deion Williams, number 5 in the game now, picking up Johnson. Green out front, back over to Tom, trying to get underneath because Johnson's going to have 3 or 4 inches at least on Williams. If you get him underneath.
See, that's where he needs to.
And there you go again, the little running one-hander puts it up. The lefty knocks it down. 2 good buckets for him here early in the third quarter.
Yeah, 2 great plays by X. That's his nickname.
Yep. Boy, Colin did a nice job of elevating that time because Justin Green played great defense, beat him to the baseline and got vertical, but the fadeaway by Colin.
That's what you do when they overplay you.
Nice job by Green, kick it out there to Highland. That one doesn't go, rebounded by Foster. But a great job of penetration and kicking it over. Foster, long 3, doesn't go.
Tries to draw the foul and doesn't work.
Yeah, there's nobody there. That was kind of a, you stuck your foot out. The referee even said no, you reached your foot out.
The
when
NBA,
you try to get him.
In the NBA, that's actually an offensive foul when you stick your foot out.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's one of those he won't need to do. He shows he's got the range. Urinowitz down the game for the Lobos along with Elliott.
Well, it's going to be hard for Smoky Hill to come back without any other scorers.
Oh, nice job passing underneath though, behind the block. Urinowitz, the freshman, goes up, stuffed
2.
again. That's just that bigger guys. I like his aggressiveness as a 9th grader. Took it right back up, but that's
25 was just waiting for him, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Sanford, very good athlete. I'll tell you, Sanford's one of those players that could do a little bit of everything on the court.
Yeah, good defensive stance there.
Highland spot up 3 after the kick back out, and that one goes. I think that's 6th or 7th tonight from behind the arc for Highland.
That's all you need to say. In high school, you have a kid hit that many threes, you're probably going to win the ball game.
Yep. Foster goes down, knocks down the deuce. Trouble is, if you're Smoky Hill, you can't trade 2 for 3.
No.
They're down by 11, 47-36 with 3:20 to play in the third.
The thing I like about Foster is, you know, he's a high volume shooter, but he's got a high shooting percentage.
Yeah, no, they're good shots.
He's not just jacking up shots here.
Green on the fadeaway, doesn't get it to go. Quickly down to Colin. And And a great fadeaway, fake the behind the back pass. Lays it up. That's that playground move that works. I've seen referees call that traveling too because they see this second step where you're going to do something. And the freshman Uranowitz on the other end for the Lobos gets into the three-point game. 50-38, 2:40 left in the third. And Foster, the shooter's touch from about 25 feet, knocks it down. Knocks down the three to bring it back to 9 points, but a timeout taken by Coach Harden of the Buffaloes. So we'll take a break and be back.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Jill, and I am UC Health. Laughter clubs bring people together in ways that are unmatched. It helps you decrease stress. It helps you relax more. So at UC Health, they allow us to embrace the community, embrace our members, and do some really wonderful things.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
So we're back here, 50-41, and Rocky Mountain Lobos say, don't pinch me and wake me up, man.
Yeah.
We are
playing great ball.
We are hot, 50
A lot
points.
of guys contributing. Tyler Highland, most obviously the strongest contributor tonight with the three-point shooting, but I'd say Johnson's made some shots. So is Ton, so is everybody has needed it. Yeah, he's going to put that foot down.
Yeah.
Tried to do the pump fake.
He kind of got the...
got to elevate to do that. You have to be off the ground to finish that off. You get that second step if you're shooting. That's the only reason you get it.
We might need to go down and check on how many points Mr. Foster. He's got to have 25 if he's got 10.
Oh, nice pass underneath Becker. I'll tell you, Becker, the sophomore, will develop to be a pretty good player too. 6'7", he's got room to grow.
So really, you got to commend Smoky Hill here on the road. As hot as Rocky Mountain has been, they're only down 7 points in the third quarter
Well,
here.
you talked about they're playing a pretty competitive league. Push foul that time, going to be called on Colin again. He just does a little shove. Both of the guards from Smoky play very aggressive physical defense, and the way the calls are going, we know it this year. You put a hand on anybody, you can body him up, but if you put a hand on him, that's the difference, and he's got to go to the bench with his third foul. And he's 3 fouls for the Buffaloes, and as he goes to the bench, and none so far for the Lobos. Just a great inbounds play. Fooled the Buffaloes, and Benji Williams gets loose.
Buffalo's got to do better than that. He looked at him the entire way.
Yep.
There was no fake or anything. He just watched him run over there and give it to him.
Tipped away. Foster a little lazy on the pass. Throws that to Williams. Foster can't do much. That's when you got to take it up. Williams had a chance to draw another foul, but he tips it on his teammate. I mean, good play, but I'd like to see him try to draw that fourth foul. I mean, if you get 4 fouls on Foster now, you can about put the game away.
Nice pass. The one thing I will say about Foster is, he's looking for the open guy. He knows he's going to get double teamed.
Yeah, he's a very complete player. Though he cut between the defenders there. Did a nice job of going through. 11-point lead for the Lobos. Hutchinson going to be out. Highland back in.
What a game here.
Hutchinson's a very good athlete, but he just doesn't have the size to stay with Foster like Highland does.
Boy, that is stopping on a dime.
Yeah, and elevating. You can't do much about that. Milwaukee on top of Johnson there, just from behind, is going to hit him.
This ain't summer ball, and
no, yeah, exactly
you get by
right.
with that stuff in summer ball and AAU, but you don't get by with that stuff typically in school ball.
Well, in school ball, you get the third official out there too. You don't get it all the time in the summers, and you just can't keep slapping. 14 fouls now, 1:07 left in the third. Foster goes to the bench.
Guys, we'll just, we don't want to just talk about Foster, but I just want to remind you, he's a freshman.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was doing this stuff as a senior, it'd be good.
Yeah, Johnson's spin move goes in, tries to lay it up there, but Becker pretty much says the paint is his domain. That's his 4th block tonight. Might be 5th. But the young man has great anticipation.
I like that Highland was calling for the ball there.
Williams, and the pass goes in, tries to take it up over the top, but Becker goes off. Milwaukee, nice job of going in. A good play by Tyler Highland not to sit at the end and get called for his third foul. They gave it the layup.
Very unselfish team, this Smoky Hill team.
30 seconds to play here in the third. Elliott brings it back out to the top. Lobos up by 7.
You can tell they're grooming X to be a point guard, aren't they?
Yep. But need to get his head back on the clock now. Now it's time to go. Someone's got to take the shot. Elliott's going to step back 3. The lefty goes. It's off. It goes to the ground. Urinovitz gets the rebound, but not in time as the buzzer sounds. So after 3 here at Rocky Mountain High School, the Lobos lead the visiting Buffaloes from Smoky Hill 54-37.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all I have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So we're back here getting ready for the fourth quarter, 54-47. Want to thank our other sponsor, Rocky Mountain Fever Club Basketball. Premium club basketball here in Northern Colorado, Rocky Mountain Fever, rmfever.com. Check them out for tryouts for the upcoming club basketball season.
And stay tuned to our schedule and follow us on Twitter after the holiday break. We'll have a whole slate of girls and boys basketball coming from Poudre School District teams. So Sanford, Milwaukee, Cullen, Becker, and Foster on the floor for the Buffaloes. Lob pass into Foster, a little short, doesn't go. Actually to Becker from Foster, doesn't go. Lobos actually defended it fairly well. Highland, Green, Williams. Maybe a little drag of the foot. Yeah. Williams showed the ball, but he couldn't quite get his feet. That into the floor down there, Randy, I've seen several players slip and slide, and that's what Williams did there. He did a great job of faking Becker off his feet. Elliott and Ton, along with Green, Highland, and Williams, as we talked about here, for the Lobos starting the fourth quarter.
And here's what I don't want to see the Lobos do is get conservative with their offense.
Yeah, no, you're
try
right.
to ice this game. Nice pass.
Yeah, it really was a great pass. I'm very impressed with Cullen. As your off guard, as your speed guard, like Kyle Cullen is, he's going to be a great compliment all year long for Foster.
Well, again, this team's conference schedule, nobody would want to have to do that.
Nice penetration that time by Elliott. Kicks it down to Green in the corner, and the senior knocks down the long 3. 57-49 Lobos. Under 7 to play in the game.
So the sophomores, Elliott and Johnson, are really making their mark.
Becker a little out of his range that time, knocks it down though. Then he catches the outlet pass, steals it, and then Dax Tong fouls him. I tell you, I see Becker. He's done nice stuff in the post tonight, but he's got almost a wingman's mentality, doesn't he?
Well, you know, everybody 6'7" thinks they're a guard in high school, so.
And he's made some plays. That was a great steal of that outlet pass. They weren't even expecting him to come back on it. So the Buffaloes back with the ball, a chance to bring it down. The closest they've been this half is 7. Milwaukee picks up his dribble.
A little slow getting that over to.
Yeah. Collin with a long three-pointer, steps up and knocks it down. 5-point lead now for the Lobos. That's the closest that the Buffaloes have been the whole second half. Nice entry pass that time, but I think Ton didn't realize who he had on his back. He had Sanford instead of, and that's going to be a push foul. Yeah. Collin kind of reacted. Dax Ton came over the top of him and he threw an elbow. And it's just like that old saying, who's the second player to retaliate? He did. And that's just a retaliation call. The official saw him throw his elbow. That's going to be the 4th foul on Cullen. Physically a very aggressive player. That was just one you just don't want to show the referee.
I didn't see the first, They got tied up, obviously.
A little bit
somehow.
tied up, and Ton was kind of coming up over the top. He's elevating the air, and he's kind of checking him out, and he slides down over the top. And, contact was there, but when you retaliate from the call, I mean, that's usually what gets seen. And if you throw an elbow, that's definitely going to get seen. That's kind of what happened. It wasn't malicious, just, kind of to get off me.
Well, he's a good-looking defender there, 25.
Yeah, Sanford is a tough athlete. That was a great back and forth that time. Benji Williams back to Ton. That's working together as teammates. Lead back out to 7 for the Lobos. Foster immediately comes down, puts up the 3, doesn't go. Sanford loses the rebound. Elliott backs up. Good decision that time with everybody in front of him. Elliott, though, gets his feet. The sophomore lets it go, rolls out. Nice hustle by Williams, though. Doesn't corral it. Ball gets away. What I like about the guard play tonight, both sets of guards on both teams are playing aggressive offensive basketball and making the defender hustle. That time the foul's going to be on Elliott. Hutchinson's going to come in for him. That's 4 fouls on Elliott.
Not a ton of mistakes tonight. I mean, this is for an early season, a pre-Christmas game.
Very high intensity, very well played. Williams on the dribble, goes down the middle of the lane, doesn't get to go. The sophomore rebound by Hutchinson. Nice job of just getting it off. Well, there are people flying around. There's going to be a lot of floor burns found out tomorrow morning that you won't notice the night before.
Well, Smoky Hill knows they're still in this game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that time Milwaukee just gave a push to Ton. He had the bigger player on the outside, knew he had to kind of give him a tug, and that will be the 16th foul on the Buffaloes, 3 so far on the Lobos. And that's 4 on Milwaukee. So both starting guards now for Smoky Hill have got 4 fouls. Foster's got 3. He hasn't picked up his 4th. Lobos doing a nice job of moving the ball around, aren't they?
They are, but again, you just don't want to get too
don't make that
too pass happy
when you
here.
got a chance to look at it. Yeah, we see teams that run these spread over the top offenses, and it's like they'll pass for a while, then decide to take a shot, whereas not so much the shot happened because of the passing.
I've already seen Highland not put up a couple that he has put up earlier in the game.
Good pass
That's
underneath,
what you want,
tipped away though by Foster. And that's going to be an easy call. That's going to be the 5th foul on Collin. He goes in and runs over. Justin Green just sat there and waited. Smart play by Justin Green. The senior saw Collin coming running down court. He stood right in front of the bucket and got ran over. And that forces them to put Milwaukee back in the game. He's got 4 fouls.
You know, a young man on that play made the right play to pass the ball, but he's got to be able to.
You got to have the heads up to know that somebody's going to pick on you. And that was just a smart, savvy play by Justin Green to wait for him. It was an easy call for the official to make. Oh, nice pass underneath, though. Blocked from behind by Sanford.
Tom's got to make that.
Yeah. And Sanford's made lots of little plays, hasn't he? Foster wide open for the 3. 2 open, didn't get it to go. Johnson on the rebound, pushes down court. Long pass to Highland. Tough place for him to throw the pass to. A little deep on the end, wasn't it?
It was.
And that was now Tyler Highland on the other end does a reach foul. And he'd gone so long without picking up his 3rd. He does now, but
it doesn't matter now. It's 4 minutes left.
Yeah, that just wasn't a good time to do it. The ball was way away from the bucket, and
he was trailing.
Yeah, Lobos are in the single bonus right now. 2 more to give before they will put Smoky Hill in. Foster's been pretty quiet. Last 2 or 3 trips, still 7-point lead being held by the Lobos. Lob pass that time, not a good one. Highland down court all by himself. Easy layup for 2. Foster's done that several times tonight where he kind of a little lazy passes over the top, and
He played like a freshman?
Yeah. Nice kick out drive by Williams. He's got Sanford open, doesn't go. Williams, though, Benji Williams, great rebounding, positioning. Long pass underneath by Highland. Tom doesn't get it to fall, kind of fell away from the basket, didn't he? Need to go right
to
the basket.
2 in a row he's missed it.
Yeah,
point blank.
And he made those the whole first half. Boy, Becker got the big stuff put back.
Very entertaining game.
Yeah, there's a lot of athleticism on the court tonight. Both teams playing very efficient basketball, as you said, not a lot of mistakes. A timeout going to be taken here on the court with 3:22 left here in the fourth quarter. 61-52, Rocky Mountain leads.
Who wants more peas?
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads. Who wants
Go
more?
away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Choose selfie. No. Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Send picture.
Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
Faster. Go faster.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
Look at the young man, Kenny Foster, on the bench there. Has such a great first half. He shot the Buffaloes back into it, but a little bit quieter now. And part of that's the spacing and, obviously the talent. But a little fatigue starting to show there. Made some mistakes, mostly mental. He's at the line now. I think he's perfect so far the night. But when you're relying on one young man to carry the load so much as he has,
it's his 7th varsity game of his career.
Yep.
I mean, he was playing in 8th grade last year.
Yeah.
We're assuming, we don't know anything, but he's 14 or 15 years old, or he should be.
First one's up, and we talked
about. There it is, right there.
Fatigue. It's got to be a two-shot foul. Officials kind of a little slow on the whistle.
Yeah, that timeout, they kind of lost their way too. And Smoky Hill's going to have to find a second and third scorer.
Yep, to go very far
really
in such a competitive league they're in there.
Yeah.
That first shot, though, you see so often a tired athlete goes to the line, their first shot is short. Second shot, they get readjusted, and Foster does. So full court pressure coming now from Smoky Hill. Green says, I'll take it myself. Foster looking to double team. Leaves man wide open. Tong kicks it back out. Elliott, nice pass underneath. Strong contact underneath, no foul called into the game. Now 15, Kyron Harbin, though, for the Buffaloes.
Smoky Hill's got a great knack for blocking shots. They've really had some outstanding shot blocks tonight.
Becker and Sanford, both very good athletes. Becker with his length, but Sanford just as an athlete. You can say there's not many places he can't play on the court. Inbound pass slips out of the hands of the Lobos. Foster comes up with it. Nice job of dishing. Foster gets the rebound, and he's going to get a three-point check.
He's just working harder. I mean, right there, Foster is working harder than anybody else.
Foster had the kickoff, but he did the smart thing. He got away. Justin Green was sitting there waiting for him again, standing up. Kind of reminds me of I can't think of the player we had at Menifee, Brady Menifee over at Foster a couple years ago. He had the art of drawing the offensive foul because he'd pick out that penetrating dribbler and wait for him. But that time Foster saw it, sidestepped it, and then got the rebound and the putback.
So he's still working hard, and he's got to have 30 points.
Well, he gets a chance to knock this one down. We've got a 5-point game with 3 minutes left. Don't count out the Buffaloes. Much as I hate to say that, no matter who they are.
Yeah. And good pass. You got to go in for that. This game isn't over, and I don't like to see that. That's where I say that, where you end up getting two.
Elliott's going to go to the line now. Milwaukee, that's his 5th foul. That was a silly one. Way away from the basket. Just came up and slapped him.
Well, what it is you think you can get the ball from a younger player or somebody like that, and I don't know if it was that bad of a foul or not. I don't know how X shoots free throws, but we'll
find out. So 18 fouls. Still in the single bonus.
And good.
Big free throw there for the sophomore. Second one coming. 16 fouls. Next one on the Lobos will put the Buffaloes in the single bonus.
Still would like to have seen Green go ahead and take that layup on that.
Yeah, you want to push it a little bit. So a good 2-for-2 trip that time.
Big
back up to 7 points. Yes, it was
for
clutch.
The sophomore.
Foster going down Highland help. Oh, nice job of help out there by Elliott. Almost got the travel call on Foster.
You got to go up right there.
And he does. A little strong though, and that one's just kind of forced. And yeah. I think he's trying to think the game's running out. There's 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
And experience, as we've seen it and know it, being around a little bit longer than a freshman by several decades, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, it is. But you know, there's been many a high school team that's had one score that's gone a long way.
Yep. Johnson brings it down, then kicks it back over to Green. Lobos back into their half-court offense. And high school still does have the 5 count. You can't just stand and wait for somebody to come get you. Looking for Highland to be left alone in a corner. He'll walk off and get that 3-pointer attempt. And a check foul that time by Sanford, number 25. Will put Dax Ton to the line. Ton had a little, he had to go out of the game a little bit ago for catching an elbow. Got a bloody nose and gets to sport the cotton fashion.
Well, he's earned his stripes tonight, but he missed a couple of bunnies there in the middle. Coach pulled him out, said, all right, relax, take a deep breath.
Oh, that was a free throw just by fatigue there. Went sliding off. 7 points, under 2 to play here in the game. Lobos lead over the visiting Smoky Hill Buffaloes. Great game before the Christmas season starts. Foster that time just kind of tired, goes in, kind of brushed into Highland, doesn't really knock him down. That time Don does a nice job. Just get it to your guards.
Foster's one of those guys that truly is. He's open when he gets off the bus.
Yeah. Oh, and a great cut pass that time. Oh, Highland didn't get the layup to go.
Rocky Mountain's had several chances here to be able to put a dagger in it.
Put away. Foster pulls up on the running 3, doesn't get it to go. Collision there by Ton and Sanford. Ball kicked off to Williams, rebounds it out to Johnson. And a great timeout by Coach Taffel there, I think, just to get your players under control. Let's think out what we got 80 seconds left in the game.
Right.
You've got a 7-point lead.
Calm down. I mean, that's what I would always say.
Yeah.
Relax, guys. You've got to look at the scoreboard right now. You got this, and you've got a 7-point lead. So relax. They have to come after you. You don't have to go after them. Take care of the ball. They're going to foul you if they don't foul you.
Go get the ball in passes. Don't let the ball come to you. All the things you practice every day when you're tired.
And then hit your free throws, and then we'll go home. Have a good Christmas.
And the fouls really count. The 2 starting guards for Smoky Hill is out. The first half, they didn't have hardly any fouls. Lobos had all the fouls, and this is kind of the flip in the second half. But the foul count certainly higher for the game for the Lobos, but concentrated on the 2 players. Rocky's got to get the ball in bounds. That's a long pass over the top. Nice job by Xavier Johnson. Backcourt's got to throw it down court to Elliott. That was a hop. Exactly what Coach Taffel doesn't want. Everybody kind of being reluctant to go to the ball.
And that's where youth does hurt you in these situations.
Yep. Smoky playing it hard, ball on them, Highland inbound.
And he just fell, poor guy.
Yeah, that was just bad timing by Harbin there trying to get out there, and he goes to the ground. Submarines the Lobo player. It'll be Xavier Johnson go to the line again. Minute 6 left here in the game. Lobos with a 7-point lead. The first one goes. Back in the double bonus now, and you put that to 8 or 9. Somebody's have to heat it up pretty quick. I mean, Foster can, but he is pretty much 0 for the fourth quarter. As well as he's played for the entire game, the fourth quarter, the Lobos have done a great job on him, and I think fatigue has kind of hit him. Speaking of fatigue there, that ball was flat, wasn't it? But that's what these great games do for him for the conference. These non-conference games, such a high level they're playing tonight. You get you those situations that'll pay off later in the year.
Well, and again, we talked a little bit about the difference in conference and non-conferences. Good job.
Oh, nice job by Justin Green. Just taps it away. The shot was short.
Typically, these non-conference games, there's not a lot of scouting going on. You just lace them up and play who's across from you. But
that time Becker just grabs Ton. Good foul. Go foul the post, guys. 52 seconds, still a 7-point lead.
So our first game coming back from Christmas break is right here, Rocky Mountain again, Mountain Vista.
Be a good
Rocky Mountain, 6:30 on January 5th, Tuesday, January 5th. So Looks like Rocky Mountain's going to pull this one out here.
Dax Ton knocks it, makes it up to 8.
And that starts our post-Christmas
lane violation. And a silly foul. Basically, well, you've got to stay behind the arc that time, and the Smoky Hill player rushed in before it hit the rim. You can't do that. You can't run in from behind to get a rebound.
It's not the NBA, so
yeah,
they actually do call that in high school.
Well, it's a safety thing too, because you're just going to run it behind somebody's legs. Foster, good ball movement, goes around, knocks down the 3. Full timeout taken now by Smoky Hill. So with 40 seconds left here in the game and a 5-point lead for the Lobos, it's not over.
That's why Coach Harden talks to his team. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Who wants more peas?
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads.
Go away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Choose selfie. No. Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Then picture.
Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
So the strategy of your Coach Harden, Randy, when you assume full court press, trying to pressure, you want the steal and you got to get the shot in the air pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I'd probably foul the sophomore Johnson if it were me. Again, I doubt there's been any scouting, so you base, as a coach, you just base everything on what you've seen in this game. Not, you're not looking at stats and stuff probably at this point, tendencies and stuff. You're just looking at what you've seen today.
Inbounds pass knocked away by Becker. You got 6'7" guarding the ball. Actually, there's no time even run off the clock there. That's
well, you're 1-3 away from this being very, very interesting game.
Pressure inbounds. Williams is going to get grabbed from behind. Jump ball. Arrow stays with Rocky Mountain. Coach Taffel thought he was getting mugged, but really they're doing a great job. You're just trying to be 10 right now if you're Rocky Mountain. It's almost okay. Throw the ball down court. Arrow face is for the Lobos. Timeout's going to be taken on the court. We'll just keep it here to talk about how you end this game up. But you got a player like Becker with a 6'7", probably with even bigger wingspan. Rocky's got to do something. You got to have somebody come to the ball in a couple ways. And you practice these things, and that's when these really count.
And really what Smoky Hill needs is they need somebody besides Foster to be able to make a play here, because if I'm the Rocky Mountain coach, I'm putting the house on it on Foster.
Yep. Other scores around the area. Fruita Monument beat Fort Collins girls 37-15. So a tough night for the Collins girls. Williams inbound again, gets it to Johnson. Nice crossover dribble to give himself some room. Throws an errant pass, can be picked off. 26 seconds left. Williams with the steal.
What do we say about guard play?
Yep. Timeout's going to be taken by Coach Harden. So a short timeout as we'll keep it here. 20.9 seconds left.
Set up perfectly.
And Johnson didn't have to throw that pass. That will come with experience. He had open court in front of him. That's where Coach Taffel will just tell him, take it down court, make somebody come get you.
That's the old hot potato.
Yeah.
And that potato's hotter when you're a sophomore than when you're a senior, isn't it?
Yep. We've seen excellent plays out of kids from every grade there, but you still start noticing experience does matter. And then in a moment like that, you just want to keep on dribbling. But a great play by Deion Williams.
And we've seen it year after year. The teams with experienced senior guards typically have the best seasons because they can control the game, they can control the pace of the game.
Yeah, you always say high school is such a guard game. Foster will take the ball out. That's just to be able to get somebody else the ball and set him up for a 3. Becker inbounds. Foster takes is going to drive the lane, goes in.
And he gets the and
one chance there, down to 16 seconds.
What a smart play by the freshman. Instead of jacking up a 3, which 9 out of 10 kids would have done.
Yep.
he goes in and says, you know what? I've been getting by these guys all night. I can get a layup here.
Yeah, and like you said, Rocky's not playing super aggressive right now. Not playing super aggressive right now on defense, but somebody just excuse me, and like I say, Foster goes into contact so smartly there, draws the foul. Big free throw coming up here. So that's good. 2-point lead for the Lobos. It shrunk. Quickly fouled by Sanford, bodying up Highland. Need to go down there. 2 would be great. 1 will certainly make it fairly loss-proof.
Well, just thinking back to some of these great Fossil Ridge teams we've seen in the past. You had Chris Hansen, who could close out the game. You know, he could handle the ball, hit his free throws.
Yeah.
You had Evan Smith, you know, Cody McCoy.
Cody did too.
You know, you had those strong
Last year with the Collins kids, right? How they won they were conference champs for the same reason.
Right, exactly.
First one, Highland, cool as a cucumber.
And we'll see if Mr. Highland can be that guy.
Yeah, he's had such a great game tonight. What a chance for him to put the finishing on it, because you're the Lobos now. You could just let the ball go down the court. You don't have to do a thing.
He's got to hit this one, though.
He makes this one a 4-point lead. You don't have to guard anybody. Second one is up and nothing but net.
What a shooting performance tonight.
Yeah.
By Highland, he's coming out.
Yeah, don't foul him. Just let him go down there. Just take the time. Foster has to kick it to the corner. Smoky's trying to find somebody who wants to take a shot. Foster lays it up over the top. 6 seconds to play. Ball's out of bounds. That'll pretty much do it, and without maybe some kind of an odd play here coming in. Situation substitution. Yurnovitz and Tong go back out. Highland and Elliott back in the game.
I'm Coach Harden, though. I'm pretty doggone happy with my Smoky Hill team.
No, that's a good basketball team. They will beat a lot of people this year. They're going to be competitive.
Unfortunately, half of their conference schedule is going to be against top 5 teams.
Yeah. So Sanford smartly fouls Highland right away. 3.7 seconds left in the game. But as it stands now, if this finishes out, an excellent win for the Lobos to pull it back to 4-4 against a pretty talented team from Smoky Hill.
Well, this is a great pre-conference game. I mean, this is what you hope for when you have these pre-conference games.
That's why you
competition,
good competition, exactly.
And as you build a program, you schedule better and better competition. We've seen that with Fossil Ridge this year, or last 2 years, going out to the Tarkanian Classic in Las Vegas, so that they get away from here and play some different competition. And so we see that, and I'll tell you what, if Tyler Highland comes to play like he did tonight, they're going to win a lot of games this year.
To ice the game for the Lobos there. So 3-7 left in the game, 3.7. Lobos up by 6. Long pass down court. Foster just puts one up in the corner, hits the front of the rim and falls to the floor. That will do it here at Rocky Mountain High School. A victory for the Lobos against a very game, but at the end, not enough depth on that team scoring-wise. Besides Kenny Foster, obviously a talent, but credit for the Lobos. Tyler Highland came to play. Sharp shooting at the end from the free throw line seals the win. But so many players contributing tonight for.
Poudre School District High School basketball, live on Stream It Sports and PSD Channel 10, has been brought to you by Schrader Oil, your local fuel company, by University of Colorado Health. We improve lives from healthcare to health. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado.